Uber, once a scrappy startup, today worth more than major household names. Hertz, Campbell's Soup, Mattel. But here's the difference. Those companies grew up over decades. Uber, the on-demand car service, grew at lightning speed. In 4 years, worth $18.2 billion.
We're doubling, every 6 months, and really doing billions of dollars in transactions a year. The numbers get big quick.
That mega valuation has its perks, partnerships with giants like AT&T, and just this week, American Express.
One of the key principles we have is to go where the customers are. And in the last year, Amex card members spent hundreds of millions of dollars using Uber.
Now that Uber's playing in the major leagues, some of their challenges are unfolding on a bigger stage. First up, legal challenges. Just last week, the Virginia DMV issued Uber a cease and desist order, saying the company's violating taxi laws. How much of a risk factor would you say some of these regulatory issues are?
It's really common when we go into a city or when we really succeed in a city, that the incumbents, the taxi industry, are often trying to protect a monopoly that has been granted them by local officials.
You guys are almost launching a political campaign.
Well, look, we really started out as, you see with a lot of startups, sort of a bunch of techie kids sort of trying to make something really interesting happen. We have to tell our story and persuade politicians and city officials about why our story is important.
They're also under fire for aggressive business tactics.
If you call an employee at another company and say, hey, look, would you like to work for me? That's normal. But if that happens in the car service business, oh my God, the sky's falling.
At one point, a competitor accused Uber of ordering and canceling cars from a competing service in an effort to poach drivers. Uber has since apologized. Do you think when it comes to competing services that you guys are sometimes too aggressive with your business tactics?
Look, every once in a while, a team in Shanghai or a team in New York might get really aggressive about recruiting drivers onto the system, but at the end of the day, I think the company has really strong principles and we feel good about how we act in the marketplace.
With a mega valuation, a partnership with Amex, and playing both offense and defense in the game of tech disruption, Kalanick considers himself a problem solver as the company heads for prime time.
I have two lists. I have a list of all the crazy, interesting problems that I get to solve every day, or that need to be solved, let's say. And then I have the list of crazy, interesting stuff to invent.
Laurie Segall, CNN Money, New York.